I forgot to mention in my video for week 3 that I've added a discussion board question. You're going to find it at the very bottom of the discussion board. It's not in Module 3, but scroll to the very bottom and you'll see HR scoreboard article, and I've posted a discussion board question that I want you to respond to in addition to the other discussion board questions in Module 3. I should have included this in my original video for Module 3, but I forgot, so I'm doing it now. The HR, one of the concepts you've heard mentioned in chapters 2 and 3, and probably you'll see it in chapter 4 and 5, is HR metrics. And the way that metrics, or one of the key ways that HR metrics or measurements are documented, is through the use of the HR scoreboard. HR scoreboard is a concept developed by several Harvard scholars and HR administrators. Is widely used now throughout the private and public sector, and I want to introduce you to this article on the HR scoreboard, which has everything to do with measuring what HR does to help achieve the strategic objectives of the organization. If HR can't prove its worth through metrics and data, then it's pretty tough to just take HR's word for it. So I want you to read the article on HR scoreboard. I want you to respond to the question I posed, and then I will actually give you examples of the HR scoreboard later this week to show you how HR activities are documented and shown in relation to achieving the organizational strategic objectives. Let me give you an example. Let's say the organizational strategic objective is to improve profits and sales by 10%. And one of the key problems that HR identifies working with line managers is lousy or bad or super poor customer service. And they've found this out through surveys from customers, that the customer service is atrocious, sales are declining, profits are declining, and largely, according to line managers, based on the decline in customer service. So HR is tasked with figuring out what they can do. So what I call an HR deliverable is HR working with the line manager, the manager of customer service, and figuring out what kinds of skills the HR staff the customer service staff have to provide quality customer service. HR designs a training plan for all of the customer service staff. HR works closely to provide leadership to make sure that in the training the customer service staff understand how critically important their performance is in creating a quality customer service experience, and that's linked directly to increased sales and profits, which is this by 10%, which is one of the key strategic objectives. Customer service staff are trained by HR and the manager, the customer services manager. Clear expectations are given. Employees are told they will be held accountable for demonstrating the new skills. 6 months, possibly 9 months, after these new skills have been deployed, the customer service staff are surveyed. Customers are surveyed to find out how well or how greatly improved the customer service experience is with the organization. HR works with the finance department to track sales and profits for the same 9-month period. If sales and profits can go up significantly, correlated with the same time period that these new skills are implemented in customer service, there is a strong correlation established between HR, the new training skills to the customer service staff, and the increase in sales and profits, which shows HR deliverable, training customer service staff for new skills, directly tied to achieving the organizational strategic objective of of increased profits and sales by at least 10%, but at least HR documents that they contributed that to some factor. May not be the full 10%, but they're through surveys they can document their strong correlation between improved customer performance, improved customer experience, and customers coming back and buying more goods, and therefore sales and profits, or no more services, and therefore sales and profits go up. That's the entire metric measurement relationship in an example. HR can then say, look, The activities, the deliverables we're giving, working with line managers, directly show how we contribute to the bottom line of the company, which in most cases for profit companies is increasing profits or shareholder value through increased dividends. So I'm just giving that example to show you that how the scorecard is used. You'll see it more clearly when I send you later this week an example of an HR scorecard that I've created from my own experience. I'll do a video on it explaining what it means and what the relevance of it is. This is material in addition to what the course is giving you, because I want you to understand the HR scorecard. It's very, very important. HR metrics is critical for HR to understand and be able to use to justify the relevancy and importance of the HR function as it directly contributes to the achievement of organizational strategic success. So if you have any questions on this extra discussion board question, let me know. I'll be happy to discuss it with you and clarify any concerns or questions you may have. As always, I want the discussion board, the initial posts for both the first two and this third one done by Wednesday. If you have to let it slip till Thursday, that's okay, but under no circumstances later than Thursday. And we'll go from there. Okay, thanks much.